Hello. In this video, we're going to look at solving logarithmic functions, or solving logarithmic equations. So as a quick review, the main way we're going to do this is by converting from log to exponential form. So we'll want to remember that from last time. This equation, this conversion is going to be key. And then a few other things that are going to come back into play are these properties of the logs that we looked at in Module 8. That if I have log of a times b, I can peel that apart, and that's log of a plus log of b, and similarly for these other properties. Again, these are coming from these exponential properties. If I have x to the ab, really a plus b, that's the same thing as x to the a, x to the b. Because again, we have this inverse relation between exponentials and logs. So, if I want to solve a logarithmic equation, I need to get it log a x is equal to y. I need to get it in this form first. Now, as you can see below, it's not that this x is going to be by itself. It's more that we want to get log of just one thing equal to something else. Because once we can do that, we can use our conversion to convert and then solve. So we'll do a couple examples. So our first one, it's already in this form, so we can go ahead. 4 to the 5 over 2 is equal to x, and we can see that's now nice, clean, and we can go ahead and move forward. So this is the same thing as 2 to the 5th, because something to the 1/2 power is the square root. And this is the same thing as 32. So we can see here, if it's already in the log base a of something equals something form, we just convert, and then we're just figuring out what this number is. And we could have even put it in our calculator. So let's try a little bit more complicated one. We can see here we have this log of 8, 3x minus 4, minus 2. And if we want to get it into this nice form so that we can convert, we'll need to just add 2 to both sides. And once we do that, we can convert. 8 squared is 3x minus 4. And we can see here now it's just a normal equation that we can deal with. All right, so we can see through these two examples, once we can get the log on one side and the numbers on the other, we can convert and then treat it like a normal equation. Now, we didn't have any examples of this over here, these log base a of a equals 1. These could be used at some points in order to simplify it, but it's not necessary. We can just use these two steps in order to solve any logarithmic equation. The only caution I will make is we could see something that's a little more complicated, where we would have to put things together. Now, I think we saw a similar thing in Module 8. This problem could have been a little bit tougher had it been something like this, where they have the two pieces apart, and we have to push them together in order to make the log. Now, we won't see that on the exam, but again, this is just something to keep in mind when you're looking at this in future courses. Otherwise, solving logarithmic equations is actually pretty simple. And that's everything we'll need for this video.